Hey there folks, in this video we're going to take a look at a math Olympiad problem, actually an Iranian math Olympiad problem in which we want to find a remainder when 5 to the power of 22 plus 7 is divided by 8. So I'm going to show you how to do that in this video, but before I start with the solution, please consider subscribing for more contents like this and hit the like button if you find this video helpful. So here's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to start with the number 5 to the power of 22 plus 7, and I'm going to manipulate it somehow in a way that I will be able to find a remainder when the number is divided by 8. But before I do that, let's go ahead and take a look at a very interesting identity. X to the nth power minus 1 can be factored as x minus 1 times 1 plus x squared plus so on and so forth up to the x to the power of n minus 1. For example, x to the power of 9 minus 1 can be factored as x minus 1 times 1 plus x squared plus so on and so forth up to the x to the power of 8. Now this identity is important because I'm going to use this to solve our problem. So as I said before, I'm going to start with the number 5 to the power of 22 plus 7, and I'm going to manipulate it. So first of all, I'm going to replace 7 with 8 minus 1. So I will have 5 to the power of 22 minus 1 plus 8. Next, if I use the identity, I can factor 5 to the power of 22 minus 1 as 5 minus 1 times 1 plus 5 squared plus 5 cubed plus so on and so forth up to the 5 to the power of 21. And of course, we have a plus 8. Now notice that this part is an integer, so I can replace this part with some integer like k, so I will have 4k plus 8. Next, I'm going to factor a 4 out of these two, and I will have 4 times k plus 2, which means that our number, 5 to the power of 22 plus 7, is divisible by 4, which means that the remainder is going to be 0 when this number is divided by 4. But that's not the question. We want to find a remainder when the number is divided by 8 and not 4. So how can we do that? Well, I'm going to do the same thing, but in a slightly different way. Again, I'm going to start with 5 to the power of 22 plus 7, and I'm going to replace 7 with 8 minus 1. So I will have 5 to the power of 22 minus 1 plus 8. But next, I'm going to use the rules of exponents, and I'm going to replace 5 to the power of 22 with 5 squared to the power of 11, which will give me 25 to the power of 11. And I will explain later why I am doing this. So I will have 25 to the power of 11 minus 1 plus 8. Now I will apply the identity, so I will have 25 minus 1 times 1 plus 25 squared plus plus 25 to the power of 10, and of course we have a plus 8. Again, notice that this part is an integer, so I can replace it with some integer like m, so I will have 24 times m plus 8. Next, I will factor out an 8 out of these two, and I will have 8 times 3m plus 1. And that means that our number is divisible by 8, which means that the remainder is going to be 0 when the number is divided by 8. So that's our answer. The remainder is going to be 0. And about the reason why I replaced 5 to the power of 22 with 25 to the power of 11, well, when we have 25, and if we subtract 1 from 25, we will have 24. And the thing is, we can factor out an 8 out of 24. But when we have 5 to the power of 22, once we subtract 1 from 5, we will have 4, and we can factor an 8 out of 4. So that's the reason I replaced 5 to the power of 22 with 25 to the power of 11. And this concludes our video. Thank you for watching this video. Please consider subscribing for more contents like this, and hit the like button if you find this video helpful. Goodbye for now.